Reiki through the International Center for Reiki Training. She also has created her own healing program called the School of Akashic Healing. Books Patty has written are The Healer's Almanac and DIY Akashic Wisdom with co-author Jack Smith. Her goal is to write more books, teach more healers, and serve more people as a spiritual healer and counselor. One little fact about Patty, she played field hockey in high school just so she could wear a letter sweater, and she did achieve that. So please help me welcome Patty to the platform.
I still have that letter sweater. It's a little crusty, but it's still around. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Zoom people. I don't know who's there, but welcome. So today, I have a confession. Sometimes I wake up feeling exhausted, and I'm groggy. My legs feel like they're full of lead. I have low motivation, and no, it's not because I'm hungover. It's just other reasons. So I used to think maybe I was sick or I had poor iron in my blood or whatever else the blood does that causes you to feel exhausted. But then I came upon a TED Talk, and it really changed everything for me. It's called The 7 Ways to Rest. And what happens to us when we are deficient in any of these ways or areas. So today I'd like to explore those with you and go into a little bit of detail. So the woman that brought this to the TED Talk is Dr. Sandra Dalton Smith, MD, and she affirms that rest is not just about sleeping. So she sets the stage for us with this statement: rest is a whole person activity, and if any part of you is not rested, you will still wake up tired. And I said, that's me. That's me. I related to that statement with every cell in my body. So let me say it again and see how it resonates with you. Rest is a whole person activity, and if any part of you is not rested, you will still wake up feeling tired. And she adds, sleep is not the same as rest, and we all suffer from rest deficit. So Dr. Dalton Smith goes on to say, fatigue and exhaustion lingers in our mind, in our emotions, and in our soul. Has anyone ever felt soul exhausted? I have. It's very draining, and sleep doesn't even touch it. So what I love most about this TED Talk is that Dr. Smith doesn't just diagnose us. She teaches us how to regain the vitality and spunk we need by making specific changes in our behavior and our choices. She gives us a plan, and that's, I need a plan. I know I'm tired, but please give me a plan. So plus she backs up all of this with some research. A study led by the Deloitte Group found that a majority of workers have no passion for their jobs, and many are suffering from a rest deficit because they don't understand the power of rest. Over half believe their jobs is the source of their insomnia. A Stanford study cited that the workplace is estimated to be the 5th biggest cause of death in the United States. They confirmed this by going on to say that rest and sleep deprived people have accidents. So why we become rest deprived is a direct result of not understanding how we can replenish ourselves. Awareness is what we need. We expend energy with everything we think, everything we do, and everything we feel. And sleep alone does not restore this kind of rest deficit. This is the key. When we understand what's happening with our energy, we can change. Knowledge is power, or in this case, rest is power. So our first step is to identify where we are expending most of our energy each day. Then stop doing that. And then renew ourselves with the appropriate activity or behavior change. Next, we need to do an inventory. Ask yourself, am I tired mentally, Am I tired emotionally? Am I experiencing sensory overload? Or is this physical exhaustion? Or am I spiritually empty? I'll go through each one for clarity. We use mental energy to solve problems and to make the thousands, almost billions of decisions each day. My biggest mental drain is creating spreadsheets and analyzing data and grocery shopping. That one made my sister laugh because she loves to grocery shop. She loves being amongst all the food. We use emotional energy to manage our feelings and reactions to people and situations. Also by being available to others, sometimes at our own expense. There are times at work when I have to wear the HR hat, and HR means people. And I know that people tire me out. So when I come home at the end of the day after a particularly intense HR day, I know what I have to do. I have to take care of myself. I have to take care of that specific rest deficit to bring me back into balance. We use social energy to negotiate our place in society. This is in all group scenarios, whether it's work, at home, at play, just out being in the world. We can get exhaustion from being social. We use sensory energy to produce the stimuli coming from the environment around us. How are we being stimulated? How are our senses being triggered? And that's multiplied by being plugged in, because then now we're plugged into the world. It's crazy. Does anyone scroll at night when they can't sleep on their smartphone? TikTok. Yeah. I do. And it doesn't work. I do not get sleepy. I get more stimulated, actually. We use physical energy when we move our bodies, digest our food, and heal from injuries and illness. So that's always going on. We're always moving, thinking, and healing every day. We use spiritual energy when we are learning how to change the way we handle situations. Basically, every time we are constantly choosing to do the right thing, we are expending spiritual energy. And if we're having a personal struggle with that, like I know it's the right thing to do, but I don't want to do it, we burn even more energy because we now are working with the struggle. That was an eye-opener for me. Okay, so here we go. Here's the plan. Here's your 7 ways to rest that will stop energy leaks and improve the quality of sleep time and awake time. For your mental rest, you need to quiet your mind with meditation, breath work, walking, or simply changing your focus, taking a break. Slow down, stop what you're doing, do something else for 5, maybe 10 minutes, whatever you need, before you go back to that task again, and you will feel your mind reset, feel a little refreshed. At night, write down that nagging thought that won't let you sleep. Put it on paper, out of your mind, onto the paper. And then affirm that you'll look at it after you've slept all night. Your subconscious mind will help you keep that promise. That's the beauty of the subconscious mind. It does whatever you tell it to do. It never argues. It's your best friend, actually. Sensory rest. Determine what in your day is overloading your senses. Create a quiet space for yourself every day. Your goal is sensory deprivation. This means no lights, no conversation, no TV, no shopping online, no driving, no music, nothing. Put your smartphone down, be quiet. If you do this at the end of the day before you go to bed, you will improve your sleep. Studies have even said that the blue light on your eyeballs will wake up your brain. So you don't want to watch TV, do anything on any of your devices before you go to bed. So don't fall asleep in front of the TV. You're just going to wake up stimulated a short time later. I'm still working on that. David knows I fall asleep in front of the TV habitually all the time. So creative rest. We need to rest so we can be more creative. So this is about making space in your mind to receive inspiration. So to to reawaken your creative passion, immerse yourself in beauty, any kind of beauty, nature, art, music, dance. Even if you're just, visually watching it, you don't have to actually participate in it. Place inspirational images around your workplace, around your home. This is so your mind can rest and make space for the inspiration that's coming to you. A busy, chatty mind cannot hear inspiration. And inspiration always comes in that still, small voice. And that still, small voice is God. So your emotional rest is about saying no and getting really comfortable with saying no. So if you hate confrontation, so you say yes because I don't want to have an argument. I don't want to stand up for myself. I just don't want any pushback anymore because I'm too exhausted to deal with it. Dig deep, have the courage to be authentic, be honest how you feel, and honestly share your feelings. Also take a break from people-pleasing behavior. And then take a break from people. And again, practice saying no and being okay with it. Your social rest is about, are you receiving as much as you are giving? Are you making time for people who like you and who like to be with you? We have neurons in our brain that cause us to mirror other people's behavior. This is a type of a survival instinct, and it's hardwired in. So to balance out the difficult situations, because we always will have times when we're with people who are down, struggling, we're helping them, we're listening. But we do have to balance that out with being with people who are up, love life, know how to have fun, and they're uplifting and they uplift you. Our spiritual rest. This means taking time to connect beyond the mental and the physical experiences. Create a sense of belonging that comes with seeking out meaning in your life. Find a spiritual practice or path that helps you feel loved and accepted and renews your relationship with God. For me, this was and is the most important rest of all. To make the most of what we've covered today, spend some time reviewing your own life. Figure out where you are feeling the most stressed and make yourself a plan. Put into action the corrective behavior and choices that you need to counteract where you have overextended yourself. Yes, there are times we have to push ourselves. We have to rise to the occasion, be there for someone else or yourself, but always balance that. Know yourself, know when you are tired and what part of you is empty, and then refill with the appropriate action, choice, change. So today, I'll leave you with this affirmation. I relax and establish divine order in me now. This opens me to joy, success, health, happiness, and that the divine consciousness is within me always. Returning balance within me and within the divine plan. Thank you. Have a restful day.